Hello, Mr. Troches. My name is Jennifer Gabarrete. We are crop number 4, and our term present is the university ready to come back to class next year? My opinion is that no, because the pandemic is still our country. There are also many people who are not vaccinated. I live in Tela. It is a small city. However, there have been several deaths from COVID-19 lately in the bigger city, obvious where home creates risks of getting infected. I think routine to face classes. We are very curious for those of you who are healthy. We call also infected our family. Each body is different, and not all of you have the same quality of the summon defenders. In addition, in the university, there are people of all ages and a great differing daily difficulties. I definitely consider that we are not yet to return face-to-face classes. I definitely consider they have we not yet ready to return face-to-face classes. My recommendation will be that we continue to take care of ourselves. We must continue with biosecurity measures, avoid to agglomeration people. And of course we must highly to keep you very highly on free all down here. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Hello, my name is Minor Martinez, and I think we should not return to class because we take this situation as a joke, and maybe at first we'll take all the securities measures and respect them, but then we forget them. The university is a big place and where many people come. Most of the students use a public transport, and we go in buses or taxis full of people, and we don't know how they are held, and nobody is going to say, I have a cold or a flu. There is a problem. We lower or ward and open many infections. The university will close again, and we don't know when that, and they will have to plan what are the best options for the students. Some students have base disease and will have to expose themselves to the current situation. Many of the students don't have insurance, and we all have to go to a public hospital and overload the system. Not only will we get infected, we could infect more people. Recommendations are always wearing usable mask, always carry alcohol or gel. A good idea will be have the gel dispenser in most of classrooms at the university. Always have a order in the classes.
Hello, my name is Sixto José Lorenzo Rivera. Answering the question, is the university ready to return to classes next year? The answer is no. The university is now ready for return to classes because according to experts, there is no possibility of returning to class because for that 100% of university students must be vaccinated against the coronavirus. This figure will probably be reached by the middle next year. In addition to the fact that Honduras is going through one of the largest outbreaks of coronavirus because of the different variants of the coronavirus already in the country. One recommendation would be that the university, being an autonomous entity, to arrange vaccination especially for students and teachers, in addition of the security and cleaning services. In this way, we can be ready for return to classes, although the use of mask and antibacterial gel will have to be mandatory until 100% of the Honduras population is vaccinated. Otherwise, students and teachers will have to continue their class virtually.
Hello, Mister. My name is Cindy Sierra. Um, I consider that the university is not yet ready to return to class due to the factor that not all of its staff and students are vaccinated. For example, have not yet been vaccinated, and during all this pandemic, I have trained do about count so as not to bring to virus harm. So no, the university is not yet ready for face-to-face class because, like me, there are many more students was think the same. My recommendation is that we continue to maintain biosecurity measures, avoid overcrowding, and when we have the opportunity to have vaccinated ourselves and your families. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, my name is Anelso Trubio Arias, and my answer for this question, in my opinion, is that we are not ready for both the university and the student to return face-to-face class, because it will be a risk since not all are vaccinated. Some have only the first dose and others with none. Also, in our country, it's not priority to vaccinate to young people, it's not to adults and older adults, and most of the students are young. The biosecurity measures are not controlled but part of the university, as the distance in the classroom, because each chair will have to be at least 2 meters away. The avoid contagion, so it is not advisable to return to the university. Saying we can get infection in transport for go to the class every day when touching a chair, a wall in many places. And it is a new disease of which not much is known yet. The most advisable thing is that we continue in only class until we all have two doses of the vaccine, and understand that it's very hard and difficult for teach and learn to the two parts in this way, but that will be a good study alternative.
Hello, I'm Dina Mariaga, and I'm going to give my opinion about, is the university ready to return face-to-face classes? In my opinion, I think not. Travel people think so because students are more mature people and they know how to care of themselves, and maybe right, but let's talk about the government. Do you really think that they really care about the university community? The students, teachers, the people who work here? Unfortunately, the health systems in our country is a complete disappointment, and probably no one makes sure that if sanitary measures are followed in the university as much as in the course of the people who travel in bus and taxi. and it's very difficult to control the large number of students. Another situation, for example, are students of technical careers. May they have difficulties to execute their classes in home, and it would be so much better if they did it in university. But unfortunately, in these types of career, there exists a contact between students, between teacher, and it's something that cannot be avoided because it's part of the career. And there could be exceptions for some careers, but the ideal is that everyone can go to face-to-face classes, but unfortunately will be no sun.
Well, my name is Diego Canales and I'm going to continue talking about UNAH and if we are ready to go back to class. We consider that we are not ready to go back to class. This is due to the health crisis that the country is going through. There are no vaccines, hospitals are full, and people in some cases do not comply with the security measures. In addition, being a public university, it means that there are many people and this will to very complicated. The fact of putting 40 people in a classroom is not correct. The university community must be full backing it. This combined with a good security protocol will give us a successful return to class. Otherwise, no. And thank you.